TBILLS Small Medium Enterprises. My name is Martin Tale, a founder member of MANURE Foundation. We founded MANURE Foundation to help small medium enterprises in the field of marketing and business project management. We've done a number of presentations for small medium enterprises here in the United States as well as in Zambia, and that's why we've found ourselves trying to present to the Zambian market, where we're trying to educate small medium enterprises. We want to make sure people start understanding the importance of marketing and business project management. And today we have a very interesting topic. This topic is investment opportunities in Zambia. Investment opportunities in Zambia. We have picked 3 out of many. We don't want to go through so many of those. We just want, if we do a presentation, we'll be picking at least 3 or 2 points here. Then we talk about those kind of investment, and we feel that these investments we're going to talk about are much outside the norms of Zambian small medium enterprises. But we want to emphasize that these are very, very important, that maybe small medium enterprises have overlooked. But it's important to know that these are important, and when we can start investing in such kind of opportunities, we will better our communities as well as our economy will grow better. So ladies and gentlemen, I have an outline here. We are going to look at 3 areas today. We're going to look at compost heap manufacturing. Then we're going to look at treasury bills, which we call TBILLS. And then we're going to look at tree growing in Zambia. 3 elements that we're going to look at: compost heap manufacturing, treasury bills, tree growing in Zambia. So those are the 3 that we're going to concentrate on, and we're trying to help small medium enterprise understand these 3 areas of investment. So let's look at compost heap. This is not something that is new. This has been in existence for quite some time. I remember doing a practical project in my grade 12 about compost heap manufacturing when we were doing it in Kasama at Kasama Boys. I did this compost heap with the other members of the class. So we are aware about this. So we feel that if we start looking at this and take advantage of our own resources that we have in Zambia, other than looking up to other people's resources, we can do better in our country. So we're looking at compost heap as a manufacturing of fertilizer as a substitute, so that we can run away from using chemical fertilizer, the norm that we usually use. And if we continue using compost heap, we will develop our soils better, and we'll grow our crops better. That will be benefiting our nutrition. Eventually our community will be healthy community. So we have 2 things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about small scale, and then we're going to talk about large scale. So on small scale, this is where you can do something in your backyard. You can start accumulating waste. The waste that you accumulate, put it in a specific container where you are just mixing them every day until maybe 5 to 10 days. You find that those things start decomposing. Then you keep churning them, and then as you have a garden outside, you can use those to go and put in your garden where you're growing your vegetables. That is on a small scale. But on a large scale, it's the same system, but you're doing it at a larger scale, where you have to have equipment, big equipment, to turn those waste material so that you can change those into organic fertilizer. So that is on the level of a compost heap. This is very, very important for a small medium enterprise to look at, and so that we start running away from the norms that we're trying to do, like buying things from China, bringing them here. Let us start using our own resources, turn into the tangible product that we can sell back to our community. The second one is I'm looking at treasury bills. the treasury bills, this is one of the investment area where most SMEs haven't identified. I don't know whether the problem is with the financial companies or government that haven't sold this good idea to SMEs so that it can be part of them to understand that this is one of the investment opportunity that SMEs have. For you SMEs, understand this, that this is a safe way to invest your money. It has zero risks. They are government-backed securities. You see, you are not required to tie up your money through and through like for a long time. This, you can just choose a specific time that you want to tie your money into treasury bills. Let's say 13 weeks, 26 weeks, or 52 weeks. So this is the period. This is the period in which you can choose whether you want to invest your money in treasury bills based on whatever the period you want, so that you see how your money is growing. This again depends on the interest rate that the government and finance institutions are providing. But on this point of interest rate, this is where I would love the government to provide an incentives. Instead of trying to look for money to loan the small businesses, try to work around the interest rate so that it becomes a motivation for small medium enterprise to invest in treasury bills. But now we can look at how you have to bid when you're trying to do this kind of investment. You have to bid on them through auction process. And these kind of bids are two types. There is competitive and non-competitive. So on a non-competitive is where I would like to dwell more, because I would like to encourage small medium enterprise when they're auctioning, they choose the non-competitive one, because that one is automatic. As soon as you apply, you bid, you go through without problems. It will just be accepted and you move on trying to make your money. But when you choose competitive, this is where you choose your interest rate, and then it becomes a problem if you don't qualify. That's where the problem is. But ladies and gentlemen, this is a very, very important area of investment that has been overlooked, and I believe that even the government itself, they can use this as part of the funding for small medium enterprises, where all those small medium enterprises, when they buy the treasury bills, the treasury bill can be created as a pool. So if other people want to borrow money from that pool, they can use the treasury bill to loan to these SMEs, and that could be a source of funding for small medium enterprises. The next point that we're going to look at as SME is something that has been overlooked for quite a long time. Tree growing in Zambia is very important. This is a very good investment. We can look at maybe 2 or 3 types of trees that we can be growing. We're not looking at the local trees that are growing in Zambia, which take too long to grow. But we have these exotic trees like pine tree. A pine tree has 16-year maturity stage. Then eucalyptus tree has 24-year maturity stage. Then we have jatropha. These are flowers that will even end up producing oil. Now, why is this so important to invest in trees? This is very, very important because it allows you to invest in this, and the money that comes after 16 years of an investment might end up helping your children to pay for their education. It also helps you to supplement on whatever the other investment that you have. This is very, very important. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know more about this topic, please let us know through our website. It's www.diamondfoundation.org. You can follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.